we're going to be reading for the lovely star sign of Cancer. So Cancer, what have we got here today? Well, a little story. This week I was sort of tidying up and I came across some of these albums that I'd bought back in the 80s, and I thought, oh, I'd forgotten all about them, and I thought, what beautiful albums. And if you can remember, please jot in the comments if you did collect any of these. And it was the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. They did loads of different things, okay? There was books, diaries, journals, mugs, duvets, okay? There was everything you could think of, and I think it was bought out by Marks and Spencer's back in the sort of early 80s, okay? So what I decided to do was sit quietly and pull out 15 cards, and I've put them into these lovely albums as though I'm going to read a story to you. I haven't sort of emptied the story, sort of premeditated the story or anything like that. We're just going to open the book up and we're going to read it as we do and engage with spirit where we can and get your reading underway. So Cancer, I'm just going to move your card from there so I've got a bit more room to open up the book. And if you're all nice and comfortable, okay, we will start and open the book and read your story for this week. I did put some sort of fairy artwork on this album, so that is my little bit of an add-on, because I just love the artwork. So I feel like I want to say once upon a time. Okay, so what have we got for the lovely Cancers this week? Okay, so the first tarot card that is coming out for you, my lovely water sign, is friction. Okay, we have the card of friction for you, and this is sort of frustration. I'm picking up frustration. There could be some arguments, like you're out of sorts with somebody at the moment, not seeing eye to eye maybe. There could be some friction in your day-to-day around your work, not happy with how someone is treating you at work, or being treated like a dog's body, being let down, where you may be told someone is going to help you, and it's that kind of really prickly energy, okay? But I do feel like this friction energy, where you could fall out with your own fingernails type of scenario. That's not going to resonate for all of you, but this is what I'm picking up with the friction card here. It's as though something's not quite sitting right with you, something's not going quite right, something hasn't turned out as it should be, and as I said, you're struggling with your inner self as well. So we move on to patience, okay? And this is what Spirit is telling you. This too shall pass. You've just got to ride this storm. You've just got to get through this difficult phase at the moment. I just feel, you know, you just feel so bogged down with everything. But the time is the essence. There's a clock in that patience card. And I feel by the 16th of February, I'm going with the 16 on that card. And I feel by that date, then things will start to get back on a more normal keel, and your energy levels will also rise. So the fairy of patience is coming out, or the angel of patience is coming out there for you. All that glitters, okay? I feel some of you may have acquired some sort of items recently, like a house clearance, or gone onto eBay and purchased something. And in this scenario, where I would normally say all that glitters is not gold, we could have two scenarios of, as in just that you've purchased something and what you thought was worth quite a lot ends up being a fake maybe. And then on the other side of the scale, you've purchased something and it's actually worth a lot more than what you paid for, okay? So we've got a couple of scenarios there with the all that glitters. I also want to say, for a small minority of you, there's something about a relationship, a bit of a bravado, a bit of a person with a big ego, okay, who's made out that they are quite wealthy, put a front on, and it's like, ooh, the mask has dropped off, and all that glitters, all that seemed fab about this person, then it was just a big fat lie, okay? It doesn't bother you in one respect, because you'll just, it's like laughable as, why did you tell me that? Why did you say you had, you know, this big fancy car? why did you say, and all that kind of stuff. It's that kind of an energy for some of my lovely Cancerians. We have the animal spirits next, and we've got the firefly and the buffalo. Okay, and the firefly is the alchemical sign of air, which I always address with communication. So I feel some of my Cancers have been sitting, waiting to hear on some news, and it's been long awaited. Okay, you may have it coming through in drips and drabs. It could be a solicitor's letters that you get sort of every 6 weeks, okay, and you've been waiting because of the Christmas period. But I feel it's going to be coming in at the start of February, so there's going to be light on the subject there that you have been waiting on. And it's been a hard slog, this has. Okay, I feel like the heavy buffalo pace, and that is why it's come out. And it's the alchemical sign of earth, and it's sort of saying to yourself, just ground yourself. Yeah, it may feel like it's been a long haul, but at the end of the day, there is going to be some light on this subject that you have been waiting for a resolution on. Again, this is not going to be for everybody, but I just feel if it's not to do with paperwork coming in, it's about your total persona. Everything's been heavy going, like the buffalo trudging through, muddy sort of lands of late. And the firefly comes in as a reminder to say things are going to start to lighten up, okay? You are going to see the light on a certain subject, and you will get a resolution, okay? It's as though the blinkers will have been dropped off on some kind of scenario, and it's about you waking up, coming back to life as well. So look at the firefly as sort of and with the lightning, it's like an electric shock. And I do feel this is something to do with some news or a wake-up call for you to have this realisation about something or someone in your life. So then we've got the Swan Queen coming out, and it's transformation, intuition and patience. Again, patience, as I said, there's something that you are waiting on. Something's been frozen, something has been time delayed, okay? And also I want to go with the ugly duckling story, and I feel this is in a romantic stance again, where you may have felt you was not good enough for somebody, or you didn't feel attractive, or you haven't wanted to socialise, and it's as though somebody sees your inner beauty. Okay, somebody likes you for just who you are. And I sounded like that phrase out of Bridget Jones's Diary then, if anybody's seen the film, which I'm sure most of you have. I like you just the way you are. Okay, so I feel that is quite apt with the Swan Queen card for some of you. The 13th of February as well is going to be a significant date, the day before Valentine's Day. So some of you could be plucking up the courage to sort of send that Valentine's card, or someone may be thinking of doing it to you, okay? So we've got Relaxation coming out next for you, Cancer, and this is about slowing down. I feel those who I'm sort of reading for today, with the friction card that came in at the start, you're burning yourself out. It's either you're over worrying about something, taking too much on, and it's a warning sign. I work with colours, and she's wearing sort of a red robe draped over her hair, and it's like to say, if you don't slow down, or if you don't get help, or if you don't take heed of the warning signs, then you're just going to sort of crash and burn. So you must sort of get this life balance back in on track, and start to give some time out for you and relax, okay? We then have the 8 of Fire. And when I look at the 8 of Fire, it's letting somebody else take the responsibilities and the burdens off you for a while. It's also about seeing the light, because look at all the lights illuminated here. It's that scenario of I can't see the wood for the trees, and that's how you felt. But now you're coming out of that and being guided, really, and allowing someone else to take a load off you. So it's also this warning sign of slow down, relax, and don't get burning yourself out, okay? The Eight of Fire is also about inner passions, inner desires, and for some of you, I don't know why, there's a connection with Spain here. I'm looking at the fan. She's holding a fan. So whether you are booking a trip to go to Spain later on in the year, okay, but there's something about a Spanish connection, only for a small minority of you, but there is something about Spain that has been on your mind, or you have been sort of booking holidays regarding Spain. It could be around the August time, because we've got 8, and the 8 is the 8th month of the year. We then have the 6 of Wands and weaving flowers coming out for you, Cancer. 6 of Wands is about success. Okay, so there's some kind of achievement that somebody around you, if it's not you, or you've finished something, okay. As I said, you've been working hard at something, or you were waiting on a resolution of something, but whatever it is, it's coming out in your favour, and it's cause to celebration, okay, a cause for celebration. It could be somebody who has passed an exam, it could be somebody who's coming of age, but it's a celebration of success and achievement. With the weaving flowers here, hard work has been put into this. It's been a tedious sort of journey to get to this resolution. A lot of hard work has gone in behind the scenes to achieve this success that is going to be coming in. And for some of you, weaving flowers can also be associated with either creating clothing, like dressmaking, or creating cakes. There's something about somebody is making flowers out of icing. So there's some kind of, it could be somebody around you, if it's not you, who has taken on a challenge of making a birthday cake or a wedding cake, where you have to make these like fondant flowers or flowers out of icing, okay? And you could be celebrating that you've created this masterpiece. For some of you, if it's not you directly, somebody around you, that is, I just want to go with either dressmaking, as in lace and very delicate sort of lace flowers, or something to do with cakes, okay? So whoever I'm talking about here, it's not going to resonate with all of you, but they're just telling me to mention that as well. We then have awakened spirit, desire to change. So this is sort of spirit coming in to say there's an energy here that you are going to be feeling of, there's an area or a situation in your current position where you want change to happen, and you need to be manifesting this. I feel around April time you will feel this shift. I'm looking at the number 4 in this card. So come April, you are going to be sort of hit really. We've had a lot of lightning in this card, a lot of light, full stop, illumination in the cards, and the wake up call as well. And I feel by April, it's as though you will have this awakening, you'll have this epiphany of, I need to change direction here. This is either in your living space, your working space, your relationships, whatever that may be. But there's this desire to change, this calling, and expect it really strong in the month of April. We then have the Temple of Dreams, sacred dreams, prophecies, and dream journeys. And this goes hand in hand with that change card that I just read out for you. You seek tranquility, you seek peace. There's a new moon in this card here. It's about bringing peace back into your home environment, your work environment. Don't forget, we started your reading at the very start with friction. This is what you want to eliminate. You want to get more time back for you as well and your living environment, to get this more harmonious balance back in your life. And this is why the Temple of Dreams comes out. Planning and putting those thoughts and dreams out to the universe. I also want to go back to the Spanish connection here, the holiday type of energy, okay? And this is what some of you may be just holding into your focus to get you through the next few months as well. We then have the fairy elements coming out of the tattoo fairy and the painting poppies fairies. The tattoo fairy is about making your mark on something this week. Make something permanent in your life. Make a permanent change. When we have a tattoos, and you know they are a permanent sort of design that is put on, and we can only get them removed surgically through laser treatment. So it's sort of asking you to sit and think, do I really want this on a permanent basis? It's something that you've got to sit and think about. Do I want this relationship on a permanent basis? Do I want to be living here on a permanent basis? It's something to do with making sure that the decision that you are sort of faced with, you are happy with, and it is a permanent decision. So there's a key sort of decision here to be made. The painting poppies are giving you the message of you can paint the picture how you want it. So they're handing you the paintbrush and saying, okay, you paint whatever you want into your world. You paint to however you want this decision to pan out. You can change the colour scheme anytime you wish. You can change the colour of your world if you want to paint it dark and negative with shades of grey, mundane shades, or you can paint your world bright and happy. And I feel this is what the painting poppies are coming out for, to say you need brighter colour in your world. It's been quite dark and hard going for you, Cancer, and they're trying to bring some colour back in your life, okay? Saying as well with the tattoo fairy, nothing has to be permanent. You can change it at your will, okay? You are the artist of your own life, so start painting some more colour into it, okay? So the final card that comes out for your reading, Cancer, is to keep yourself from becoming an empath that is absorbing the pain of others. Keep mirrors around you that deflect negativity. So spirits are coming in to say, one, you need to turn over a new leaf, okay, with what's going on in your sort of day to day at the moment. You've got to change, and that's why we had that card, didn't we, come in of when I said about April, you'll have this urge to change things. And you need to start to protect yourself, not allowing yourself to absorb the pain of others, okay? All the friction that we came in with at the start. You need to start to put a barrier around yourself and stop absorbing the negative energies and start to paint more colour into your world. So, my lovely Cancers, I hope you can take something from that storybook telling tarot read this week. I also had a lady who sent me a thank you for the giveaway that I did in December, and she sent me a little booklet, okay, and it had sort of 12 little poems and bookmarks in, and I just thought I'd randomly pull out for you, okay. I want to go with that one. I felt I was drawn with that one for you because of the poppies that came up in your reading, painting the poppies fairies. Now bear with me with these poems because the way they are written, okay, it's, oh, we've got two here, but I'm still going to go with that top one. Bear with me because the wording is very small and it's like done in old language. So we have for you: nature rarely uses yellow, than another hue. Let's read the poem on the back. Nature rarer uses yellow than another hue. Saves she all of that for sunsets, prodigal of blue. Spending scarlet like a woman, yellow she affords, only scantly and selectly like a lover's words. I tell you, this Elizabeth Dixon, her name was, Dickinson, she used some very strange language, okay? So yeah, very cryptic messages here, and I'm going to try and read between the lines, okay? We had some love interest, didn't we, in your reading? And I was just looking at the spending scarlet like a woman, okay? And then it's got only scantly and selectively like a lover's words. So I felt there was, reading between the lines here, I just feel some words that may be said to you by somebody, okay, where this love interest is going to be around some of you. It's as though they just want to say the right words, okay, but there's no real meaning to them. They're saying the right things to you, maybe to impress, but it's as though you see right through them for some of you. It's not going to wash type of scenario. And it says, saves she all of that for the sunsets, prodigal of blue. And it's like to say, in this scenario, in the metaphorical sense, yellow is only used for, is saved as like a precious sunset, okay? So it's sort of protecting what is precious around you at this moment in time. It also says that some of you could be playing somebody as well. You are just saying the right words to somebody and not sort of, you don't want to get involved with them, but you're sort of leading them on, or vice versa, somebody is leading you on. So just to heed that, really. It's strange how we had the poppy fairies for you and I got drawn to this card. So I just feel, by looking at that picture, all what you see, okay, is painted, you know, as an ideal. But underneath it all, okay, when the rain starts to fall, it's as though all that would wash away and leave the true picture underneath the paint, like a bare canvas. It's hard for me to explain, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to get across here. As in, I feel somebody is painting them out themselves to be better than they are, or just giving you the words you want to hear, or vice versa. It's not a true picture. That's what I want to say. It's not a true picture of what you're seeing of somebody or of a situation. Very cryptic. So until next time, don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs, because there could be different stories there for you with certain information that may resonate. If you did have any of this collection, the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, comment below, I would like to know. So until next time, my lovelies, you take care of yourself. Bye then.